Whoa! Well, I'm live and it's Saturday. What is this? What is today? August 17th, I think, 2018. I'm coming to you live. It's pretty cool. So I thought I would show you what's going on, what's been going on. As you can see, there's wood chips in the front yard like crazy. Lots and lots of wood chips. Lots of wood chips. So, as you can see, I don't have any wood chips in this area here yet. I will be working on this area next. I have to leave a path for the truck to be able to get down there. But look, we got more bricks. So we're gonna build a brick thing here all the way down, and that'll be a flower bed. I put the lilac bushes there. Isn't that kind of cool? So, if you're just joining me here on my channel, I just want to say welcome, everybody. My name is Graham. Most people here in the YouTube world, they know me as Sir Cracker. And I'm going to be known here soon as the wood chip guy. Look at this. Is this crazy or is this crazy? So, I have just acquired more wood chips this week. All last week, nothing, no wood chips at all. And then all of a sudden, they decided to start dumping wood chips on me like mad. And the guy that brings me my chips is telling me that I will probably have 5 more loads next week. So, this is Saturday. It is actually quite warm outside. I think it's almost 95 degrees. Sun is blazing down, and I got a lot of chips I gotta get moved before the end of the weekend because, yeah, I still have a ton of chips that need to be in the backyard. I still have a ton of chips that have to be in the garden space, which is on the other side of those blue barrels. And I got to get all these moved. So, yeah, chips. I got wood chips. Do you need wood chips? If so, bring your truck and come get some. The problem with getting wood chips. Now, this is some information for you. So these ones here in front, these are really nice, good quality chips. They have the branches and everything, and they're smaller particles. You got the green part of the tree, the wood part of the tree, so they'll break down really nice. And these are ideal. These are what I would love to get. So yes, you're right. It is way too hot out here to be to be working in the garden. I'm gonna wait until like 5 o'clock tonight, but getting sidetracked. You guys are awesome. So these are ideal. These are what I would love to get. Problem is I don't get these all. I only get these every now and again. I will walk over here. I'll show you what I do get. Hopefully I don't lose my signal. You know, out here in the valley, you tend to get really poor signal when I go live. I try to go live and then I lose signals. Crazy. So if you can see these ones back here, this is a pile, or actually I think it's about half a load of chips that they sent me. And if you look at it, it's all branches and brush. It's pretty crazy. That doesn't break down very well, and it's not comfortable to walk on. It's kind of a pain in the rear. So that I'm gonna have to put in a place fairly thin, and then get some of these better chips and cover it over, so that it's not such an eyesore as well. There's a partial load right in there that is all sawdust. So it's very random. You don't always get good stuff. You expect twigs and stuff. Come on, you can't tell me that went through the chipper. I know for a fact that did not go through the chipper. Those went through the chipper. So it's kind of strange. And I greatly appreciate it, but these guys are awesome. But there's no way that stuff went through the wood chipper. There's just no way. So, for them to be bringing me this, they're doing me a huge favor. It's just going to take a lot longer for it to break down. So, it is what it is. Like this load here, this looks like a ton of pine needles and possibly some grass or something mixed in with it. So, yeah, like it's random, quite random. But I got wood chips, and I gotta get all of this moved. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. I'm starting the process of the fence and getting the fence built slowly. I've got a couple of 2x4s that are mounted here to the buckets. Hi, Babs. And those will be cladded in the wood. So this barrel's actually further this way than it should be. It needs to go that way. So it'll be actually out here. This is going to go straight across and meet up with that other barrel. And that'll be my fence line there for this space. And it looks a lot closer than, the camera does not do this justice. This is going to be my perennial garden. So this is where I'm going to have my tomatoes and my, yearly stuff. All my stuff I have to replant every year. So that's what's going to be here. The rest of the garden's all annuals. And yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. So still got to get out here with the lawnmower. This is the primary tool I have. Well, there's two tools, but that's the primary tool for moving wood chips. You got to have one of those. And you really got to have one of those. A shovel does not work for wood chips. So you got to make sure it's a hay fork. So I'm going to give you a little shot of this angle. So there were, like I said before, there were bushes all the way across here. I've ripped those out. But I guess still got to come in and rip out the hardest part of the job, ripping out the roots. And I got to cut all of this out still. And let me tell you what, this is not easy work. And especially when the weather is hot and humid and horrible. So back here in the very corner, there's a rose bush here. Gorgeous rose bush. It's huge. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to probably trim it back a little bit. Get rid of some of the dead wood. I'm going to keep it. It's falling into the neighbor's yard. But that'll stay. And then everything on this side of the white fence is all going to go. Yeah. It's tough to garden this time of year. It really is. So, yeah, this is all coming out. The tree's coming out. I'm going to tear this one out. And we are seriously thinking about... So, that's the south over there. And then that way is the north. Okay? That direction towards the house is west. And behind me is east. So, this is a great spot for a cherry tree. So I'm really thinking about putting a cherry tree in here. I think a cherry tree would be great. Let me turn this camera around so I can... Hi! Hello, good morning. I'm seriously thinking about putting a cherry tree in. Hello, how are you? So, yeah. A cherry tree is definitely what I think I'm going to replace this one with. But that won't be until next year. Like I've said before, out here in the garden, really this year is all about structural support. Getting the basis in so that in the spring it'll be ready to start planting and gardening and, that kind of thing. But permaculture is a slow process. It doesn't happen overnight, and like I've said before, I've been working on this permaculture thing for quite a long time with the studying and the learning how to do everything and just kind of slowly working on it. And the reason I want to do this, the big reason, is I want to be self-sufficient, or at least as self-sufficient as I possibly can. With the world we live in, you never know. You don't know what tomorrow brings. You don't know what tomorrow holds. And we could, lose our jobs that fast. You don't know. And so debt-free is number one goal. And I will be there hopefully in 10 years. I have a 10-year plan to be 100% debt-free. That's having the house paid off and school loans paid off. I've already got the cars all done, everything. I'm Outside of that, I am completely debt free. We have been saving to buy this piece of land now. Gosh, almost 11 years we've been putting money away, and it's not been easy. I'm the only person in the family that is earning a financial income, so it can be done. You know, if you have the desire to plant in the garden, you can do it. I mean, not to plant in the garden, but where my brain is getting too hot out here. If there's something you want, you can do it. You can do it. You just got to work hard. So, but let me turn the camera around. Enough of this vlogging thing. Let me show you the coolest thing in this garden. Say hi, everyone. This is Dakota, and yeah. Do you want to show people around? Here, you take the camera, and you show them the garden.
There?
Yeah, show them what we've been up to.
I don't want to talk. Could you come up?
Well, you should talk. Talk to them. Tell them what we've been up to.
So, we've been... I gotta get in shade. We have an apple tree, which it's been here for a very long time. And we got wood chips everywhere.
Oh, you're blocking the camera. You gotta watch your hand. So, this area over here. Oh, see, you're blocking the camera. Let's hold it this way instead. There you go. Okay, so this area here is actually what we call the secret garden. The path that we followed to get in here is going to continue through here, and it's going to dump out right here where Dakota is standing. This piece of ground here that's all dark and got bare ground is all going to be where a shed is going to go. And then, give me this back. You're making people sick. Gonna be grass minus the poop. And the poop. That's all got to be picked up. Apparently, the wife wants those bushes out. So she wants a water feature to go in there. So I guess we're going to build next year a water feature. And this is kind of a swell and kind of a not. I've taken a bunch of old twigs and branches that came off of the tree that was over there in the corner and piled them up here. And then I'm starting the process of throwing wood chips on top of them to help retain some moisture. That's kind of the goal. Got a little ways to go yet, but we'll get there. Most of this, actually all of this was all 16 inches deep when I first put it in. And as it settled, I think I've got probably about 10 inches on average in most places. So the wood chips do compact a little bit, but the best part about that is they still retain their, the airflow and everything. My gosh, look at these apples. I just had these apples picked up day before yesterday, and now I've got all those apples on that tree, or on the ground again, which tells me that those apples on that tree are ready to be harvested. So that's what I'm hearing. But we can't eat any of them because they all have bugs. They all have bugs. They all have birds where the birds have bitten into them. Yeah. So a lot of that has to do with the fact that the soil doesn't have enough moisture in it, and a lot of other little factors. I am going to try to not spray next year. We'll see what happens. So if you go and visit L2 Survive, he has a few videos on there with Paul Gauchi, who is the one who did this sheet mulching and gave me the idea for the sheet mulching and back to Eden Garden style and this method. And he never sprays anything, doesn't water his apples. And over time he's noticed, oh look, a perfect one. You should eat it and tell me if it's good. Is it good? Cool. Nice. Eat up, dude. Lucky. So anyways, he does back to Eden, and he doesn't spray any of his apple trees or anything. They feed themselves or take care of themselves. His theory is when the fruit has a lot of moisture or very high in moisture, then the bugs, when they go to bite into it, they drown, and so they'd rather take out the weak and eat the weak. Survival of the fittest. That's his kind of thought process. And you know what, I kind of see his point with it. Haven't seen it in progress just yet, but hopefully I will. So there's a bunch of suckers down here at the bottom of the tree. And the next day, either today or tomorrow, I'm planning on going down and digging those out. They have roots. These are off the root stock of the apple tree. So I think I'm going to dig down and get a hold of some of those and put them in other places in the yard where I want an apple tree. And then in the fall, I think I'm going to graft onto them. So we'll see how that goes. When you see suckers coming out of the rootstock, a lot of them have the thorns on the bottom of, on them. They're very thorny. The reason for that, and I didn't know this until just recently, but the reason for that is it's a very, very old-fashioned style rootstock. And the rootstock that they used it was years and years and years ago, and they've only had a few. I think there's only a few cold-tolerant ones, but they're going back to nature's, or the way they were originally before man came in and started changing them, and they had thorns on them. And I didn't know that. That was something I learned just recently. So, ooh, look, a gift. Ha, I've been saving these things. I'm building a bar top. Yeah, with resin. So, my goodness, I must be boring somebody. I'm sorry if I'm boring you. This is where my chickens are going to be. So this is the chicken run, this whole area. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put the coop there or the coop right where I'm standing, but I think I'm going to put the chicken coop there. And because I've heard a couple of different things now, how you want to change out your coop, you want to give them different areas to run so that one area can recover or another. I don't know how I feel necessarily about that yet, but definitely I think I'm gonna put the chicken coop there. And
Maybe you should find an apple that's ripe like this.
Okay, there's one right there. So I hope I don't get hit in the head. That would be horrible. Oh, that's right there on the ground somewhere. Anyways, the chicken coop's gonna go there. And I think the fence is probably going to be back here behind. So, and it'll go across to the side over there. And so I think the apple tree will be inside the chicken coop, or the chicken run. So it'll be a great big area for the chickens to run and go crazy and do their thing. With the wood chips being down, that'll help absorb some of the chicken poop and the smell, hopefully, and they'll kick it around and toss it around, hopefully turn it into some amazing compost. And then also with all of the greens and everything that comes out of my garden, the whole property, that'll all be everything, all of my garden scraps, grass clippings, everything that I I manufacture is all going to go to the chickens. So that'll also cut down on the feed I have to supply them. Not to mention all the apples. They'll have all these apples. They're gonna have the pears. They're gonna have everything that hits the ground that I can't use. If I can't use it, it's going to the chickens. So I'm really excited about it. My neighbor over here that owns the yellow garage, he's really excited about it. Heck, all my neighbors are. They really, 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 really want chicken eggs. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? You guys can have eggs all day long. I'm going to have so many eggs. So we're going to go that route. This little shed lean-to thing here, it's going bye-bye. It was, I think it was originally for like firewood or something. It's not original to the shed. So it's going to go. I'm going to take it down. And there's that corrugated metal behind it. So I'm going to I'm going to end up putting that up, or, having that. And I think that there's going to be 2 big windows in there, or 1 big window, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do know that this shed is going to be my 4-season greenhouse. So I'm really super excited. I have a 4x4 window that's going in there, and that'll be very soon here, hopefully. So look how much light's coming. I mean, and it's all day long. So, and it gets plenty of light even in the winter time, because the garage over here next to me is the sun still, breaks over it. So, yeah, it's a vinyl window, 4x4 going in there. I've got a 3x8 going on the other side, on that side over there. And I have I think it's a 3.5x4, but I'm not 100% sure. That's going to go over here on this side. I think it's where it's going to go. This is a south-facing or a north-facing wall, so I'm not sure if I'm even going to put any windows there or not. Probably not, but I don't know. I have an extra window for that, just in case. So, yeah, I got so many projects here going on. I want to get to this as soon as I possibly can. I'd like to be able to start doing my grow room in there instead of having a makeshift grow room, which I don't have right now. But I have so much going on. I took all this wood. This was all in the basement, and it was a big cabinet that was worthless. It didn't do us any good, but it's good wood. So I'm going to use some of that for something. I got all these black pots from the old house, and I have them, and I don't know what to do with them. I'm sure I'll figure something out. They need drip trays or water trays, especially if I use them for peppers or something. Tomato plant, it's looking great. That's the only garden I got going on this year that I've planted. So, but my battery on my phone is about to die. I want to show you something else really cool. So that vent right there, I just got that given to me this last week. I'm so excited about that. I am going to take this corrugated metal. I think it's called corrugated, I'm not sure. I'm going to take this metal stuff, and I'm going to cut it from one side all the way across, and then attach the 2 pieces together and stand it on end and wrap it around the fire pit. Then I want to go and get one of those 24, because that's a 24-inch tire. I want to get a 24-inch charcoal barbecue lid, the big charcoal barbecue lid, and put on top of that. Then I want to cut a hole in it and mount that to the top of the charcoal barbecue lid. Now, that would be cool, because I can then burn in it year-round, even with a fire ban. Pretty cool, huh? It's lifted off the ground. It has or what they call that, a spark, whatever it's called. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. So, anyways, that's what I got going on. I'd like to finish my patio, and I got to move that fence, and and there's so much to do. So, I probably have a sunburn now. I've been out here for a while. Where am I at? How long? Oh, geez, 24 minutes I've been out here in this blazing sun with no cloud cover. All right, well, y'all have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. I love you all so very much. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, yada, 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 which you already are. And yeah, have fun. Enjoy your day. And I'll be back next week. Hopefully. I don't know if I'm going to go live or not. I'm thinking about doing a cool video or a walkthrough video once a week to kind of keep you all in the loop. But I don't know if I'm going to do it edited or do it live. You let me know in the comments section below after this posts and what you want. You want me to do a live feed once a week, or do you want me to just put it all together and edit it and chop it up and make it all look pretty? And so let me know. I'm curious. I'm sure it's a live feed, but you never know. All right, until next time. Bye for now, y'all. How do I end this thing? Did I hit down?